Hello everybody, welcome. Today is another fun day in the Paper Pal, the Paper Pal event. And so we are going to get started today and have a great time. And I actually am kicking it off today again. Seems like I kick things off often in different events. That's usually because I just like to get everything done before, all chaos breaks out, later in the afternoon. But how are you today? I'm going to do a couple of things right here and get my comments up here to make sure I can see them, because that's an important thing, being able to see our comments, right? Let me see here. And go ahead when you pop on, say hello. I'd love to know that you're here watching. It's always fun to see who's popping in. Hi, Molly. How are you doing? Welcome. Let me see. Let me share this over into my own group, over into my Artful Adventures Clubhouse. Hi, Christina. How are you doing? She's joining us from YouTube. We are actually in, I'm streaming my section into my YouTube channel and here on Facebook. So if you see me commenting or hear me commenting to other people that you don't see any comments from, that's why. But you know what? Sometimes the book is kind of sneaky like that. Sometimes we can't even see all of the things anyway. So that's always a little bit annoying. I don't know why that is. Sometimes we just don't even get to see all the comments until we are done. And then we go back and look at them. So that's no fun, right? We all like to see who is here with us and who has taken their time to spend some creative time with us, right? Okay, we got all kinds of people popping in and sprinkling us out. Let's see. So we've got, hey Sue, how are you doing today? She's in recovery mode. And Sandy, Christina, Ruth, Carol, Sweetie Faye Smith. Sweetie, that's a sweet name. Chris, Lenora, Sue. You guys, thanks for popping in. I am good today. How about you guys? You having a good day? I think it's still going to be hot again here in Texas, but that's to be expected at this time of year. Let me stick my keyboard in my drawer and get going here. Let me put you down here to the desktop so we can get with it. We're going to do some altered playing cards today. So in our Paper Pals events, everybody can do whatever they want to for our event. And the fun thing is we have agreed upon a secret embellishment, or not a secret item. Let me put you back here. We have a secret item each time, and all of our presenters know what that is. So they create and somehow work that into what they're making for the day. And so all of you get a chance to watch all of our people, and this will be streaming into the Junk Journaling Jamboree. And so if you're not part of that group, you can go over there and get in that. No cost to join. And then you can see everybody. It's easy to watch all the replays. And then you can watch all of today's events and the replays. And what you do is just between people, just refresh in between, right? So that's what we're going to do. So be sure. And now, since I'm first, it's going to be hard for you to have any idea of what might be the secret element. But as we go through the day, it is always a lot of fun. And you have to wait clear until the end to find out. And a lot of people finally, get it throughout the day. Oh my goodness. Chris says it's 3:50 there. Wait, Chris, where are you? Where are you watching from, Chris? That is super early in the morning. Sometimes I can't even hardly get to sleep till then. So I get that. Okay, let's get going. Let me put it back down here to the desk. Okay, so the other day we were talking about how you can make artist trading cards, and playing cards are the perfect thing for that. They're the perfect size. Oh, Chris is watching from Australia. Okay, got it. Hey, Mary. Hey, there's Jimmy Lou. So, who else has popped in? Oh, it's a little cooler down in Florida, huh? Well, that's nice. Hey there, Grace. Grace is with the Comfy Nest. Carol, you guys, you're popping in here. Regina, we got a lot more people who popped in since I last looked. I'm sorry. So, well, I'm not sorry you're here. I'm sorry I can't keep up with all the names and say hello. So this is what we did last time. Now, I started mine last time, and I put a little bit of gesso on them just to kind of give it some tooth and so stuff would stick, because a lot of the playing cards are not just paper. They're kind of they've got kind of this plasticky coating on them. So you can do a couple of things. You can take something and rough it up and kind of buff it off. You can use like a nail file or something and just buff it off. A little bit of fine grit sandpaper. You don't want to just sand it completely down. But listen and see if you can hear the difference. So here's the part that is that I sanded a little bit of that off of. And then here's the other one. I mean, you actually can hear the difference, right? Or here's something else that you might do. Well, first, let me go ahead, and I might want to use this one. So let me just rough it up a little bit more. I just have an emery board, just a regular, thing you would use for your nails. And you don't have to take it all off, but just enough that stuff is going to stick, right? Okay, so I'll be able to use that one. Or another thing you can use is instead of white gesso, and it's going to, either cover up, or, if you want it completely covered up, or it's certainly going to dull down how it looks, but you can use clear gesso. And let's put a little bit of that on, and I'll show you how that looks. And I might just smear some on a lot of these. I don't know. I don't know how many we're going to get through, so it doesn't matter. You can use a little soft brush. I kind of like to use my fingers for things like this because I can actually feel where it is. It doesn't take a lot. You just want to get a little bit on there to take off that slickness. You're not taking it off, you're covering it up. Just plop that down. But, if you use your finger, you can feel where it is. So it's kind of like I use my fingers a lot if I'm doing, mixed media, and I'm putting like, gel medium or whatever I'm using, Mod Podge or whatever. I can feel where it is. Let's use this one. This will be funny. With the method that we're going to use today, this might be a fun one to use because we can see the back. These are not new cards. I a lot of times pick up these playing cards at estate sales. Every house has a bunch of cards, or has a pack of cards, it seems like. And some of them, they have bunches of them. And it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not going to go through any more than that, I'm sure. If we do, we can fix more. Let me grab something and wipe my fingers off. Baby wipes are a craft room best friend, right? Get that stuff off of here. Oh, Linda, that's nice. I'm glad it's not too hot. Hey, Christina, how are you? Let's see who else popped in. Hey, Martha and Lisa. Another Chris. Hey, Susan. How are you doing? Another Susan. Man, we got lots of Susans, don't we? Okay. Now, these will be, you know what? Let's start with the one that doesn't have to do any dry time. Let's do that. I've got all kinds of fun stuff. Basically, these are just like little mixed media projects, you guys. And so you just start putting stuff on. Now, I do have something fun to use that I think is really, what do I do with it? Oh, there it is. You guys, Tim Holtz has these tissue papers that are made for like collage, decoupage type things. And I think these are so fun to use because you can, and especially this one, you can get some color on it. Let's see about, and they can all be different. I'm going to go ahead and the one thing I like about this too is you can see it's almost, it's got good, they're not completely hard breaks and stuff, but they've got some fun things that you can use and get into different areas. Like you could cut off this section, you could cut some of this out by itself. Whatever you want to do makes it kind of cool. and it's rolling away from me. I'm going to go ahead and just cut it because I'm going to have it hanging off of my card anyway, so it's not going to really matter. And I think I'll go ahead and use this little bird. Make sure I get that little bird on there. I think that'll be fun. Now you guys, I have no idea where this came to me from. I don't know who Art Skills is, Crafter's Closet, I don't know. But I was using this the other day and it actually worked pretty good. And it's thin. That's something else. When you've got something that is fairly thin, it's nice to work with for a project like this because it doesn't take so long to dry. And you just, you know, the goal is just to stick it on, right? You don't have to have it, you know, just slathered. You could also, if you wanted to, if you had a good kind of glue stick you wanted to use, you could use that too. I have bought a glue stick several times to use that's a good glue stick, and for some reason I never can keep up with that thing. I don't know why it doesn't go to where it should live here in the craft room. I can't. This thing is just, oh my goodness. I got it all wrinkly up, and that's okay. We'll get some texture on there. And then I'm just going to put a little bit on the top and make sure it's stuck down really good. Oh my goodness. Or not. We'll get it. We'll get it. It's going to happen. Oh, that's annoying to look at my head, isn't it? Sometimes I look up there in that corner and I can see stuff waving around my head, and I think, well, that's kind of distracting if you're looking at me. But most of the time when I'm looking at a project, you don't even see my face anyway. So, but everybody goes, oh, we like it when you're like that. And I was telling somebody earlier, I said, you know, I don't really, do I have to show my face today? And she goes, your people would probably like to see you once in a while. At least once a week. I'm like, yeah, I think this week I didn't even show my face either time. So yeah, I should probably do that. So I'm going to wait till that dries a little bit. Let's see what else we can stick on here. I mean, you can just put out whatever you want to. You know what? Let's put a little bit of lace, just for fun. I can use one of these other cards and see how much to cut off. I guess if I put it on the front, I could really see how much to cut off, right? And you guys, I hope that you're enjoying my shirt that I've worn today. My top. My granddaughter calls it my shower curtain shirt. Can you see why? Who can guess why she calls it my shower curtain shirt? I know you can tell. Oh my gosh. She's a stinker. Oh, I hope you can get it. Let me see if I'll tell you what it's called. So this is what they look like. They come in these tubes, and they call it, it's the Ideology line, and it's actually called collage paper, and this one is called Aviary. And other things if you read those. I do not. Okay. Oh, I stuck my finger in there. Now, I wonder if I can just get this to stick in here like this. I wonder if it's got enough sticky to stick it. Let's try. I don't know, you know, just something interesting, just to give it a little bit more dimension. I like it when I can add something that's got, oh, you guys, let me shut the door over here. Stop it. No. Somebody is outside working, and this dog just won't give it a rest. And, you know, you hate to be too critical of your dogs for barking if there's people that don't live at your house who are around. Although these guys are here often enough that you would think they would just give it a break, but no, they don't want to. Let's see what else we could add on here. I don't know. Just looking. Where's my little box of things I was going to use? I don't know. Let's see what's in here. Now I'm not sure if I liked putting that there. These little things of little doodads are always fun to put stuff on. Ooh, I kind of like this red with the bird. I'm going to cut it in half though. Then I can use it again. Because I don't have enough. You know, there's only one of these. I don't know. That's a terrible. How are you guys like that too? Are you always like saving it for something super special? I don't know why I do that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use a little dab of Fabri-Tac on this since it's got that lace under there. And this is a lot thicker of a glue. So I'm just going to use this right now. And you know, basically something like this. Well, that was probably more glue than I needed. But you know, you could use something like this and make artist trading cards. I mean, we're not doing anything different than we did the other day, right? We did a trading card. Willie, stop. And so I'm just gonna cut this off here. Oops, that lace is in the way. You know, let's just tear it. See if we can tear it. Oh my word. You guys, I'm so sorry. Stop it. Go to your room. Go to your room. Go. Go to your room. Go. Go. I'm so sorry, you guys. Goodness gracious. He just is getting louder and louder. He's coming over closer by where I am. Okay. Oh, that's kind of cute. I kind of like that. What else do we have? Maybe a little word. I love adding little words. There are no little words in here or numbers. We do have our little number up here, though. Let's see what else we've got. I like the lace on there. That gives it kind of a nice texture, I think. How many of you like to add words or numbers, things like that? That's another red one. Let's see what else we've got. And you don't want to take away from what you already put on, right? Maybe I'll just put that. I don't know. I just feel like I wanted one more thing. So I think that should be the one more thing. And then we'll be done with that part. Okay. Just kind of put it there. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, because it's got a lot going on already, right? Lots of goodness going on. I like that. So we got some lace on there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually poke a hole in the corner over here so I can put them together. I want to be able to put them together. Like with kind of a little ring. So I'm going to put that there. Well, I don't know which one I want to put in the front. I'm not sure if I'm going to put all of them with a, well, we'll just go ahead and put it on here. Not sure if I want to do a little eyelet on all of them or not, and I'm always afraid to open these because I can't tell which is the top. Okay, I did it. I got it out. I think I'm going to use one of these little silvery ones because I'm going to use a bulb pen and it's a silver color. Okay, I wasn't really going to use the shiny one, but that's the one that fell out. Oh my goodness, and I hope my crocodile. No, I don't like that at all. Okay, I'm gonna get one of these that I want. I'm gonna do it. I tell you. And you never feel like your fingers are any chubbier as when you're trying to get tiny things like that out amongst other tiny things, right? Okay, now I'm hoping my crocodile is set with the right setting here, because if it's not, it's gonna be a problem. The dogs don't bother you? Well, I have no idea. Did the dog sound super loud on there? If he didn't, I won't mess with that anymore. But he's gone. I think he's gone to his room. It's not really his room. He stays in there with my daughter, but he'll get up there on her bed and he'll chill out. So he won't be there making so much noise for us. Okay. All right, so we've got this little guy. I can live with that. My lace got kind of squished over to the side though, right? We could even put something else on there. What else could we put? Let's see. Oh, I know. You guys, I cannot find my Nuvo drops. I have them like in a bag. They're in a plastic bag thing. I cannot for the life of me figure out what I've done with them. They're probably buried somewhere here. Oh, I just saw them. I can't tell you how many times I looked for them a while ago. I can see them. I don't know how I couldn't find them. I set my paper trimmer right on top of them. I'm sure none of you are like that, right? None of you have issues like that. You can always find that. Hey there, Lindy, how are you doing? It's everyday life. That is sure true. Well, these aren't very dark colors, though. Let's see. Well, now I don't even like. Well, I don't even want to use one of those. Let's go back to the other kind. What were these? Let me see. Oh, here's kind of a good color. It's kind of a, I don't know, kind of an aqua blue color, and I think it'll look pretty on these. Let's just put some on these. I'm not going to do all of them. Oh, that's kind of fun. We'll just give it a little bit of bling. How many of you like to put a little bit of bling on? Open there. My bling went sideways. Oh, you guys can't even see that well. I'm so sorry. Hang on a second. I'm so sorry. There. Maybe that'll be better for you and you can see. I don't know why I didn't think of that. You guys, if you see me do something like that again in the future, let me know. Because I do have the ability to get down there a little bit closer. Okay, let's set that one to the side. Let's do another one. I want to do this one. I want to see how this goes. And I think I'm going to use a little bit of coffee filter on this, and I'm just going to tear it because I don't want sharp edges. So I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to put it on part of that. Ooh! Oh, well, we're going to have to wait till it dries. I was going to say, let's go ahead and ink the edges on that, but we're going to have to wait till it dries. Because now the little blings are wet. What were those drops? Those drops, well, they're like Stickles. They're just a different brand. They are from Beth Kingston's brand. And it's called Kingston Crafts. And they're just little... They're just like glitter glue. What does she call them? She calls them glitter glue. Oh, I'm good. Oh my goodness. But I picked those up somewhere and I really like them. I like the colors because they're so different. I like having a variety of colors to use for, you know, for different things, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and smear this all over for this first layer, and then we'll get some of our other tissue. And you know, the stuff that we're using, that tissue, that's basically, you know, did you know you can print, you can run tissue through your own printer? Oh my goodness. Man, I've lost my thing. Luckily, my finger was gluey and I was able to pick it up quick. Okay, I'm just going to put this on here. So it's going to give a little color. And, you know, you could ink it too for color. I just wanted to do something a little different, though. I'm going to have to put glue on top of that so the other will work. But you can run tissue through your printer and print on it. The key is you have to have it very flat. Probably the best thing is to run it through, have your tissue paper folded around a regular piece of paper, like a regular sheet of letter size paper that you would be putting through your printer, and then you can do something with it. And yes, Molly's right. You can stamp on tissue paper too. Oh, there's lots of goodness. I think I'm going to face this way. And put this on here like this. And while we're here, how about if we just go ahead and put, I wanted to put some more of that's colored though with the bird. Where is that? Where did I put that roll? Oh, here it is. Let me just cut this one off. So this is what is some of the stuff on here. Well, actually, it only goes from about here. From about here to right about here, and then it repeats again. So that's the full extent of the design on there. I tell you what, I would love to get some that was meant for like the Christmas series. That'd be great. I would love to have some for that. But yes, Molly's right. She says she stamps on tissue paper, and that's another perfect thing. Just stamp them on there, and then you can use it just like this. I mean, it's the same thing. And, you know, you probably have tissue, and tissue paper's cheap. If you buy white tissue paper, it's cheap. Super cheap. I'm just gonna, and I don't even care if this is still covering the whole thing when I'm done. Doesn't matter. We'll just add some ink to those spots and they'll be fine. And let's see about this. Let me see if there's another little section. So this one has, so here's the extent of this design. So it goes from these little birds and the nest, and then this is the one we already used. So you know, you could actually kind of use these and make kind of a series of cards using the different sections, right? Oh my goodness. I have a ceiling fan in here and it's just blowing all this stuff everywhere. Oh, yes, we do lose things quick. And, you know, you've probably heard me say, Molly, I still have not found that. I found that circle hole punch once. And then, now, you know, I can't find it again. It's so irritating. You know, I think I want to put this nest on here. Oh, that's pretty. I can get the nest on there and kind of leave the birds off. I like that. If I can figure out how to do that and keep it in the right place, right? Okay. So what else you guys been up to? Nuvo. Yeah, Nuvo drops. Nuvo drops are different than glitter glue. They make really beautiful drops though. And it's like instead of using like little pearls that you would have to glue on, that's a nice thing about Nuvo drops is you don't have to deal with all of that. Let's see if I can get that little nest in there. Look how pretty. The color just almost changes as soon as you get it on that dampened glued surface, and when you lay it down, it's so pretty. And then you want to, you know, kind of seal it and put another layer on the top, and it gives you time to catch any if you missed some. And you can use a brush, you guys. I just use my fingers. Some people don't like the feel of the glue, and I can understand that. There's things I don't really like the feel of, so I get it. Okay. And there's so many little, these things are fun because they've got words and birds, music. My fingers are sticky. So it's got all kinds of fun things. I'm going to take some of it off. Okay. Okay, so that makes 3. So we'll just leave it at that. Kind of the base here. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to do craft surgery. Craft first aid. Oh, crap. Thank goodness. We were able to save it. And I keep saving all these tiny little pieces like I don't have any. Got that whole roll. And I have no idea how long I've had it. But I almost like using it for stuff like this better than anything I've used it for. Okay, so that gives us 3 cards. So 2 of them we're still working on. So see how it changed? You know, it's got that. We didn't do any inking or anything under there, but let's do a little inking around the edges right now. Let's see, what else should we add to this? I don't know. It's got so much interesting stuff on it already with that tissue. I almost feel like it doesn't need a whole lot. And you don't have to use that on the edge. I'm going to do this though and kind of give it somewhat of a, oh, I just put my finger in that. And I know we've laughed about that before. I'm not the only one that puts my finger in that stuff as soon as I get it on. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, there's the top of that one. Let me just make a little pencil mark so that I can make sure that these are going to line up, okay? And just find my small hole here. Okay, so I got that one. That one is still really wet. What should we throw on this one real quick? And you can just keep layering it. I mean, if you decided you wanted some other stuff to layer on there, you could certainly do that. Here is goodness. Here's like a little piece of kind of a paper lace, I guess you would call it. And I'm just gonna put a little glue. Oh my gosh, that's taking too long. Let me go back to the other stuff. I feel like I'm playing musical adhesive. It's like there she's got this kind of glue she's using this minute, and then the next second she's using another glue. You never know, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna put this on here on the edge. Okay. Just for a little something different. Let's go back to our little box of ephemera. So we got bugs on here. What else do we have we can pop on there? This box of stuff is kind of large. Okay, so we've got a bug. Let's find some other nature things. How about that? What about that? Ah, that's kind of cute. That little pair of toadstools. I like that. What else? Oh, here's a little word that says, I'm going to tear this. It says natural. Let's put that there and put this on top of it. How about that? Looks like it needs more, but I'm not sure what. Well, I probably got mine at Joann's too at some point. I try to get those things, like if I see them, if they're on sale. One time I asked not long ago, I was at our Joann's and they hardly had any, and I'm like, well, either they've had a sale or they're going to quit carrying Tim Holtz. And so I asked somebody and they told me, no, it's because they have so much trouble getting the stuff into the store. I'm like, wow. Well, I didn't think of that. That wasn't one of the versions for what I had dreamed up, that we never had any. So I was kind of surprised about that. And let's put a little, oh, I don't want to put glue on that yet. I'm going to have to wait till that's dry and kind of ink that up a little bit. Let's see what else we've got. So we got a word, and we've got that, and ooh, I've got a little bit of washi here. Actually, I've got more washi here. Just gonna put it here. But I don't want it under, I want it under there. There we go. So just a little something. You just keep layering it and layering it. A friend was downsizing and gave me rolls and rolls of it. Of the paper, the collage paper. Hey, Miss Funky Junk Inspiration, how are you today? Nice to see you. Oh my gosh, I gotta hurry up, you guys. My turn's gonna be over. It's not like I have all day for my turn. We have more fun to come, right? Here's a little butterfly. Let's put a butterfly on. A butterfly can make everything better, right? You never open it. Oh, open it. Molly, you gotta get that stuff open. Right? Whoops, sorry. Okay, so we've got that. Now, I was thinking of something. Well, that butterfly could use, that makes it look more like a moth almost. It's not very pretty. It's not very colorful. Well, it kind of goes with the whole rest of what's going on here. There. Okay, so we've got this little birdie here. I've got this card. And this, ew, that's still not dry. Hang on a sec. Let me grab my heat tool and blast it a minute. We'll blast it till it's dry. Yes, Lynn, butterflies go with everything. They're the new black. I love it. Oh, you guys. You make my day. We have a good time together, don't we, everybody? A shimmer pin on the butterfly. I like that. Good call. Let's do it. Let's do it, Martha. Yeah, does anybody have any guesses on the secret yet? I'm going to use some gold on here. Maybe it'll help give it a little bit of... You could, I don't know. I've got lots of colors of shimmer pins. I just never use them. Oh, that's kind of pretty. You probably, can you see it? There, look at that. And the gold kind of makes it come to life with the yellow mushrooms. I like it. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's 125. Ah! Okay, let's rip this paper off here. Oh, we don't want to tear the bird's face off. We are not done with this, you guys. Oh, it's a good thing. I have something I've kind of already put together. It's a good thing. Okay, and so now... Well, this one is far from over. But look at it. You know what? It's got so much stuff on it. Look how cute it is, just like that. I would put some more words on it. And actually, once I put some words on it, I could just live with it looking like that, right? With some more words. And I got to put a hole in this. I'm just going to guess, because what we're doing with it doesn't really matter. Sort of does, but not really. Okay, so these little birdies can all stack up like this. And, well, and here's one I did before. This was my sample that I kind of, you know, started with. So that one, well, let's make them all work together, right? We got to make it work. And I can go back and put something else on this guy too. But so we've got all of these together. And now I am going to put like a little dangle on them and do them together. So I have this, I already got ready. And I wanted it kind of long, but I didn't really want to spend a whole bunch of time, like with all of the little doodads, the little pin, the eye pins and stuff. And so all I did was I put this together. I just wrapped some paper around this paper clip, and look, then I've got a place on the top and the bottom. This was already put together. It's one of those cute little things that you can get. Oh, I thought I set it over here to show you. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, you know, like at the hobby store over, like in the jewelry section, you can find the things that are already put together. And so this is one of those, and sometimes I try to keep those on hand just to have a little bit of something. And you know what? I just thought of something just now. Where's that one that we were working on last? Well, here's this one. And this is something else that you can do. Oh, I wanted to put a butterfly on this. I thought that would be kind of fun. So I got washi tape here, and I'm just going to put this butterfly right here. So I've got the benefit of some text and some music on there, which I think that's fun. And I'm just going to wrap this around and close it up. I don't need all that. It's too long. And I don't really want it to wrap around the front. So let me tear a little bit off. There we go. Okay, so we got that on there. And this is what else. We could put something on here, and just for a little bit of interest, you could add some stencils. And just add something. Looky there. Looky there! I mean, you could just put all kinds of little designs if you're going to add the stencils, right? Okay, so I'm going to put these guys together here. And so I can just link this through here and stick my bulb pin in all these little holes. And like I said, I didn't decide yet if I wanted to use a little thing in all of them. I might. A little, what do you call those? Shoot. You know what I mean. What are those? Yeah, aren't those great? Okay, so now, and it's kind of like a little journal with a, you know, a little dangle on the side now. And so we've got all of our little cards together. Oh, shoot, we should have done something on the back. We didn't have time. I'll have to go back and do that. We'll cover that up or paint it or something. I could just put book text or, you know, plain paper, something on them. But look, isn't that cute? Do you guys like this idea? I hope you do. It is, Cynthia is next up with Guided Creations, Guided Creation Design Printables. And you can see her by just refreshing your page, right, your browser right there in the group. Okay, so if you're not over in the group yet, if you're still with me, get on over there. It's Junk Journaling Jamboree, and the link is up in my description. Thanks you guys so much for being here. Love you all. Bye bye.